guys, welcome to another video. I'm Man Jon. So today I'm back on the virgin land again. If you remember, this is the place I detected on in the last shooting video. So today I've got the Deus 2 with me and we're going to hopefully find some goodies. See you in the video. First signal of the day, 89. Still in the hole there. There it is, it's coin. So just giving it a quick brush. See a little date down the bottom, it says 1912. King George. Nice first find. Just got another signal, 81. See what it is. So just got this, not quite sure what it is. Round circling's got a point at the end, possibly a decoration to something, but interesting anyway. I'll clean that up later. Another signal, 80. Still in the hole. Let's get the probe in. Round here, scoop out, in here. There it is. Another coin. Looks quite toasted, this one. Can't see a lot of detail. Got a signal here. See it there, reading 73. Right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to switch it to a program based on the Relic program that I made. Okay, so you can hear the difference there. So it screams out a lot more. So it's quite good to have two programs that you've created that can complement each other. So I'll dig that. So on my Relic program, showing at about 70. So I'll dig that, see what it is. There it is, another little coin. Turn it off. Oh look. George. Oh, George II. That's nice. Can't make out much of a design on the back there. See if I can see a date. Yeah, 17. Oh, 1749 looks like. The sun there. 1749. George II, awesome find. So while I'm out, I'm just practicing with my Relic mode settings. So I've just got this. So in my Relic mode program, we're out in the clod, ringing in at 74. I'm going to see what it comes in on my Mudman program. Yeah, 74, 75. So it's pretty much the same. So go in there now and see what it is. In here, in my hand, let's have a look. Yes, looks like it. Silver, silver. Yes, let's see what it is. Quite shiny as well. 2 shillings. 1966, 2 shillings. Nice find, awesome. So the Deus 2 is different from the Deus 1 in the fact that it has obviously new tone sets, fast multi-frequency, different programs. But what I find is that if you were able to master the Deus 1, then you should have a good knowledge of how to work the Deus 2. I like the square mode and the audio. I think that sounds really nice. But it's very good. So I'm still trying to develop a program using the Relic mode. The one I'm using, the Mudman that I'm using now, is based off program 2, which is sensitive mode, and I've programmed it to have 5 tones. But it's an absolute fantastic machine, well worth getting one. And like I said, if you've used the Deus 1 and you've mastered it, and you know how the reactivity works, how it affects the silencer, about the different tones, the discrimination. So I've got mine dropped at the minute to about -4 because I like to hear the ground. So it works similar in that respect to the Deus 1. So if you've been able to use that, you'll be able to use the Deus 2, but it's all about playing with it, having a go. Like I said, I'm still developing a program on the Relic mode, so every so often when I dig a target like you've just seen, I'll switch between the two so I can see what the audio sounds like. If I get a target in the ground, I'll switch between the two so I can see, so I can compare them, so I can become confident on one program and another program. The two I do like the most are the sensitive and the Relic. So that sensitive one is the one I'm going to be using the most. That's what I developed the Mudman program from. So you can still hear the ground like this, and then you can pick out good signals when you go over it. So you hear the eye in there, and if you hear a signal like that, see, you can just pick out that good signal as you're going over it. So that's coming as a 51. And just to show you, I'll switch to my Mudman Relic program. Again, about 49. Switch it back. So I'll dig that and see what it is. Still in the hole, showing 51 on the Mudman program. Let's have a look what it says on the Mudman Relic. About 52. Saying it's in the sidewall here. So I'll dig out. It must be in here. Oh, there it is. Nothing exciting. Just a bit of foil. So even though that was just a bit of foil, you still got to dig them. Could have been a coin, could have been something else exciting. Any good signals, dig them. Otherwise, you'll miss a lot of good targets underground. So yes, 66. Flip to the Mudman Relic. About 63. Go back. Gonna dig that now. I think you can see it just popping out there. Looks like another coin. Getting loads of coins from this land. It's great. Like I said, it's never been detected before, apart from when I did it last time. What we got now? I nicked it there. No, that is. I can see a head on it. Looks like Britannia on there. See a date at all? No, I can't seem to see a date on it at the minute, but I'll give it a good clean later and get the magnifying glass on it. Some of the sheep come in there to say hello. Seem quite friendly. Bless them. I'll be coming in there in a minute. I'm detecting with you. You can probably follow me around. So it's a lovely day out here today. The Mudman settings that I'm using on the Deus 2 working really well. Obviously I'm still playing with the Relic settings. I have created a little program that I have been using and testing on some holes, and it is working well. But I just want to keep playing with it a little bit more, just to get to know it that little bit better. But like I was saying, if you've got a Deus 1 and you've mastered the Deus 1, you shouldn't have any issues in moving to the Deus 2. So when I first got it, obviously I was playing with the different modes, and I really liked the sensitive mode, so that's why I based my program off that, and I just tweaked it to how I like it. I did share it in a different video, but I'll post the settings at the end of the video, and I'll also discuss where I'm up to with the Relic mode settings that I'm using. But the Mudman mode does work really well, and I think if you tried it, it'd work well on the land that you're using too. So I'm obviously today I'm getting quite a lot of coins coming up, and yeah, it's just fab. So I'm going to continue using that. I'll switch between the two modes just so I can hear the differences. But yeah, the Deus 2, it's an absolute fantastic machine. It's brilliant. Well worth getting one if you can. I know they are in short supply at the minute, and you've got to be lucky to get one, but if you can get your hands on one, definitely do it. It's the multi-frequency and the EQ, I find, is when you go into the equalizer and you can boost certain frequencies. It works really well, and it's really sort of makes a difference when you're listening to the audio. Obviously I have mine on a minus sort of discrimination like I did on the Deus 1, so I can hear the ground and I can make adjustments to my settings as I'm going. I have a silencer run on 0. I don't usually change the silencer, but if I do change the reactivity based on the ground where I'm at, if I'm on polluted ground and I'm not going to get a lot of depth, obviously I've got to up the reactivity, but I'll also have to remember to go and adjust the silencer as well. So that's the same as the Deus 1. But the settings that I'm using at the moment are fab. They're working really well for me. So just show you where I am now. So I've got a little horse, so I'm going to do this bit. I have done this field with the Deus 1 last time. I'm going to go over it with the Deus 2, and then I'm going to go into this field where there's some sheep in it. Yeah, so great so far, having a brilliant time. So show you what I got. So getting a signal, it's about 60. Now on my old screen I didn't have the XY screen on, so I've just turned it on and I just wanted to see what it was doing. Now it is jumpy a bit, but it is going from sort of like right to left, but it does look jumpy. Now I was just thinking that sometimes people might just go on what the XY screen is saying. Now if it's jumpy, they might not dig it. Now I want to see what this target looks like. Ideally you should just go by the audio and the number, but with the XY screen some people think, oh, that looks a bit crap, it might be a can or something like that, and it might be. So I just want to see what it is, because if I was just going by the XY screen and ignoring the audio, I'd probably walk past that one because it's a bit all over the place. So I'm going to dig it anyway. So just a bit of can. So the XY screen I suppose was quite right, that it was a bit jumpy. It was showing it not a fantastic target, but I'm going to test a bit more with the XY screen again. I just want to see if I can trust it. So no matter what the sound, if it's a good audio and the XY is a bit jumpy, I'm going to dig it anyway, just to see what it's telling me. So see if I can get an indication from the XY screen about what's under the ground. So just had another signal come through, about 83. It's a pretty straight line on the XY. See what the Man Relic program shows it as. 81, and that's coming through about a quarter of the way on the non-ferrous there. So I'm going to dig it. Yeah, there it is. Ah, I had quite a few of these, not from here though. Yeah, I think it's a military button. I've had quite a few of these from different places, but I'll clean it up and have another look at it later. So I've been doing a line in my Relic mode, my Mudman Relic program. So you can't get an XY screen on this mode. So using the horseshoe, it's coming up at a nice 85. Gone back into my Mudman program. Again, a straight line. So we're gonna dig it. Oh, what's that? It's a coin. Let's have a look. I think I can see a date on it. 19. Looks like 1919 or 1910. Yeah, another George. So while I'm actually creating new programs, obviously with this Relic one, what I do is I sort of like I have a go at different settings, playing around with it, adjust it to see what works for me. And then you sort of leave it, see how it's working, compare it to some of your other programs on Signals, just so you get used to it. So obviously with the this program, it's near enough like the Relic mode. It uses a pitch sort of setting, so you don't really hear everything that's going on in the ground. So I have set a threshold just so I can hear a little bit of audio, and then you just listen for these high-pitched noises. So this is coming in at 91. Now for this hole, I'm not going to test it against the Mudman program. I'm just going to dig it and see what it is. It's just getting used to the audio on it. If you're used to sort of like the different modes on the Deus, and you're used to being able to set, you know, different tones or using full tones, because this uses a pitch mode, it's different. So your ears have got to accustom to it. So I'll just dig this now and see what it is. In here, there it is. Looks like another coin. Yeah, it is another coin. And is it a modern one? Yeah, modern 1p it looks like. Yeah, modern 1p, but still a coin. So the program's working all right. It's just being confident with it. So it's taking a bit of time, but I'll share my settings at the end. But I'm getting more confident with it the more I'm using it. So I've just come across this signal on my Mudman Relic. It's kind of a wispy sound, a bit shorter, so that could tell me it's a little bit deeper. Now on my Mudman program, I have the audio response up a bit higher, so I flicked it to that. And there's obviously definitely something there, and it's given me a nice straight line on the XY screen too. So I thought I saw it as soon as I dug the hole. Here, I think it's another coin. Round. Very muddy. I just sprayed it, giving it a quick rub. It does look to be quite corroded. It was around at the bottom of the hole, so it's around 8 inches deep. But yeah, it's coin anyway. So just had a good signal, popped the clod there straight at me. Another coin. Looks a bit toasted, to be honest with you. Yeah, I can't see much detail on it, so I'll give it a clean a bit later on. Another good signal. Reading at 90. See ya. There it is, big one. It's another big coin. Well, is it a coin? It might be a button, because it looks like it might be a big button because of the buckle end bit there. But nice fine, clean that up a bit later on. Nice 87. Just scanning around with the detector, Just saw it come off the clod there. See the imprint on the soil. Another coin. 19 something, but great to have another coin. What's quite strange now, I'm just using this Relic program, is obviously you can hear it's so quiet, and you get used to hearing on the other programs like the noise, the chattering of the ground. So you've just got to get used to the silence on this and add in a bit of the threshold so you are hearing something. But you've just got to be patient and like trust the machine, because you do start thinking, oh, am I missing something? Am I missing something? So if I switch it over to the Mudman, obviously you'd be able to hear the ground noise with that one, but on the Mudman Relic, so you don't, you're just waiting for them high pitch beeps to tell you that you've got something. Yeah, but your mind does play tricks on you. You do think, am I missing things? But this picks up all metals, so when you get into areas like this, obviously you can hear there's going to be iron in there. There we go. Then out the silence comes a nice tone, and you know you're going to dig it. So just to show you, if I go back up here and I put my Mudman program on, you're not missing anything, and that one would pick it up as well. So it's just trust when you make a program, and just trust it. 54. So let's dig it. Out in the clod, it's out in here. Got me a little digger in. Surprise it in a little bit. There it is. Hey, another little coin. Might be a modern one actually, think it is. Yeah, 5 pence. Another signal. 87 on the clod. Look at that, it's a coin. You can see that mud imprint there. There it is. See the date straight away, 1949. Here we go. There's a George. Getting a whisper here. Reading about 76. It's an iffy signal, but I'm going to dig it anyway. Might be something good. Get some good finds from iffy signals, so it's always beneficial to dig them. Scanned the top, it was still iffy. You can definitely hear there's something there. So dig it. So it looks like I've got it out. There it is. A little coin. Oh no, it's a button. But that was a deep target. So when I actually switched it over to the Mudman program, it was picking it up, but not quite as clean as the Relic one, because on the Mudman program, because I could hear all the rest of the ground, it was harder to hear that signal. But on this one, because I'm not getting a lot of the other ground noise, I could really pick that signal out. So I really like how my Relic programs are working out at the minute. So about 82. Yeah, guys, it's another little imprint there. Looks like it's from this. It's a badge. badge of some sort, or a button. Had a nice loud signal come through. Just dug up this old buckle. I registered at about 96. Nice loud 64. So it's around here. Looks like another military button. Yeah, it looks like it's another military style button. So this is what I just dug. Not quite sure what it is. Looks like a pin. It kind of reminded me of a tuning fork at first. Yeah, not sure what that is at all. So just had this signal come up. Just dug the hole. I think I've got it. Yeah, another coin. So just had a quick clean of the toothbrush. Can't really make out a lot of detail, so I'll have to clean it later on. Nice solid 88. Just got it out. It's another coin. Looks quite toasted, this one, quite corroded. Hopefully be able to tell what it is, but I don't hold much hope for it actually. It looks pretty dead to me. Nice little area with a little river running through it. So we're just going to concentrate around these bits, see if there's anything down here. I want to try and cross the river somewhere to do over that bit. I'm not really finding much on this side. It's just very, very quiet, so I want to try and do over there. So this bit looks like a shallower point. So there we go. So just as I've crossed the river, had a signal come up here at 64. Oh look, and here, oh it's coin. It's only a 10p though, looks like a modern one, modern 10p coin though. So there has been people around here, so hopefully there's more coins. So I'm digging down, quite rooty. Oh, I just popped it. Coin. Very good condition. And see a date on it actually. 1799. I don't know who it is. Can't tell who it is yet. Good condition though. Awesome. Okay guys, gonna call it a day now. Gonna head back to the car, go home and then start cleaning and having a look at what I've got today. It's been a fab day, really enjoyed it. It's great to come on land that, you know, no one's detected on before apart from yourself. I'm gonna definitely come back here again and get more out of the ground. So awesome. So thank you to the landowners for letting me come on. Really, really appreciate it. So just got back, just put all the finds out. So I'm just going to rinse them first in some water, give them get all the mud off them, and then see which ones need cleaning further. But it's been a fantastic day, got loads there. So now we're going to do a clean of the finds. I've washed them already in water to get off a lot of the mud. I've soaked them in lemon juice, so that's got quite a lot of crud off them as well. So I've had a look at some of them. Some of them can't really be saved at all, they're badly corroded. So I'm going to clean the ones that I think are salvageable. So we'll sort that now. So I'm going to start with the World War II button. So as I've already, like I said, I washed it already. I'm just going to start with this brass brush and just lightly go over it. It'll just take off some more of the surface rubbish from it. So what I'll do that process with the rest of the good finds, and we'll go on to the next step then. So now we've done that, I'm going to add some of the pink stuff on it, and I'm just going to lightly scrub it with a toothbrush. So after the clean down with the pink stuff, like I thought, a lot of them are badly corroded, so these are the sort of things that I can do something with. So I'm going to clean these down a bit further now. So I'm going to start just by using this abrasive rubber on them all. And all you do, move some of these out of the way, is very lightly just start rubbing out. And it'll get rid of a lot of shadows and things on it. So it'll pick out more detail. Like I said, I keep all these sort of coins. I don't want to sell them. I just like to sort of display them in my little book, but if you're going to sell the coins, probably keep the patinas on them. So this is all you're doing, you're just going around the coins like that, trying to get rid of some of the dark spots, and it'll start to brighten it up a little bit. So I'm going to do that now with the rest of the coins. So now what I'm going to use is the composite cleaning pencil, the white tip, and I'm just going to lightly now go over and get rid of some more of the incrustation and crud that's on it. Only go lightly, I'm not pressing very hard. I'll do that both sides of the coins, and then we'll move on to the next step. So afterwards what we'll do is use the wire wool. Give it a quick rub down. Do that for everything. And it'll just polish things up. So what I'll use now is just a bit of silver or some brasso. Give them a rub. Now just get things in the polishing cloth. Just give them a last rub down and shine. And then last of all, we add some Renaissance wax. So I just use a microfiber cloth, get some wax on it here, and then we'll just give the coins a nice sort of rub. Make sure it's going on both sides, and then they're ready to go into my collection book, and I can have a look at them if I want further under the microscope. So what we'll do, we'll have a look at some of the finds. So this digital microscope is actually an Andon Star AD206. So you can raise the height of it and lower. So you can go into more depth if you want. And when you go down, you can then sort of focus underneath to have a look at dates and detail and things like that. So it's really good at just seeing sort of what you got. So on some of the things that are quite hard to read the dates on, I like to use this to try and help me read it a bit better. So I'll show you some of the other things. So this is the 2 shillings. See there? See, this is the army badge. You can see sort of corrosion and things at the top. But yeah, I've cleaned it up as best as I can. I'll show you now if I go down into it to get further detail. I'll just focus it as well. So you can see where some of the corrosion is, and then some of the writing at the bottom. So this coin, even though you can't really see the one there, you can tell it's obviously 17.99. I'll go further up. Just focus. See sort of Britannia. If you turn it over, see the head, bits of the writing and stuff. Unfortunately, with the older coins, they do get a bit toasted, and even though you try, you can't really get all the crud out of it. But you try your best. But it's quite nice to use the microscope just to see sort of the faces and the workmanship on the coins. So last coin I'll show you, looks like George VI. 1942 farthing. So I was really happy with how my Mudman program is working out, and also the Mudman Relic program. Obviously I was still testing that, but I think I've got it to a place now that I am quite happy with it, so I'll share the settings with you. The only difference is it's when you go in and it's really quiet, you can't hear anything, you can just hear the threshold buzz. So the Mudman Relic program, that I've introduced an IAR, so I've put the IAR, which is an ion amplitude rejection, I've put that up all the way to 5. So because that's an actual all metal mode, if I had it at 0, it would be classing iron as a diggable target. So I've put it all the way up to 5 because I don't want any iron, and it is picking out signals at depth, and it's picking out small signals that are higher, so you're not really missing anything with it, and I think it complements my Mudman program really well. So what I'll do, I'll post the settings of both my programs at the end of the video for you, and you can have a go and test them out. With the Mudman Relic program, I did get to a bit of ground that was really busy and it was noisy. I'll post the clip here. So just to give you an indication of how noisy it is, this is on the Mudman Relic program. So you can still hear the iron in the ground. So you can see it did handle it well, and it did pick out some good signals in it. So I'm pretty happy with that program, and I'll probably use both of them in my future videos. The XY screen, that I really like, so I've added that now. I wasn't originally using it, so I've added that now onto my Mudman program. I can't get it on the Relic program, and I do actually think it gives you a good indication of what's in the ground. On the Deus one, I found sometimes it was hit and miss, but this one seems to be more accurate, and it gives you a good representation of what you're digging. So you've just got to make sure that you're reading the signals really well. Go by audio first, go by the numbers, but then use the XY screen to give you a good indication. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I know it's been a long one, and I'll see you on the next dig in a few weeks. Take care.